Hi, my name is TJ. Today we'll see how Group By class works with select statement. Group By is grouping a similar set of data in groups, and it must be used with select statement. It is used to perform aggregate function, for example sum, minimum, max, count, average. And a structure of Group By, you can select column names from table where column name equal to value, and then your group by columns and order by columns. Group by can be used with where or having clause. Now we are going to right click on sample DB and new query. Now we are going to bring all the columns and rows from car cells table. So select a star from table and F5. That way we can see all the values from the table. If you'd like to create car cells table with the values, you can use the script in my blog. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video. Now if we need to get a sum of this cells column, we can use sum function. Sum and then cells and F5. So this is our total sums from that cells column. You're seeing no column name because we haven't used alias name. So I'm just going to use alias total cells and F5 again. This way we can see the alias name for our sum cells column. Now what if we need total cells by manufacturer column? We have to use a group by with aggregate sum function. So right now I'm going to bring up manufacturer column. And if we do not use group by and click F5, we are going to get an error. It says that car cells.manufacture is invalid because it's not contained in either an aggregate function or group by clause. So I'm going to write a group by clause by manufacturer column and F5. So now I can see total sales value for each manufacturer. Now what if you get a new requirement from management? They want to see how much is the total sales for each model for each manufacturer. So we can also bring a model column name and also group by model and F5. Now we can see total sales for each model for each manufacturer. Now we have got a new requirement from management to get total sales only for Ford, Toyota and Honda manufacturer. Now we can use where clause to specify those three manufacturers. So where manufacturer in Ford, Toyota and Honda. So now we can see the total sales for only those three manufacturers. It is not possible to use where clause with aggregated function, but you can use having keyword to filter result of your group by output. For example, if you have a requirement to find sum of cells greater than 300,000, so you can use a having clause instead of a where clause. So I'm going to remove the where clause. Having sum sales greater than 300,000 and F5. Now we are going to use the average function to retrieve the average value for each model for each year in 2015 and 2016. So I'm going to bring up a year column and group by year, and I'm going to use the average function, and the alias name should be average sales per year. I'm going to remove the having clause, and I'm going to use order by so we can sort the result in A to Z order. And I'm going to click on F5 so now this way we can see the average sales for each model for 2015 and 2016, and our result is also sorted by A to Z order. Now we are going to use a minimum function to retrieve the smallest value of quantity sold for each model in 2015 and 2016 for the manufacturer. So I'm going to use a minimum function, minimum, and our column is quantity sold. And let's put the alias name is minimum sold. We also want to see the minimum sold in ascending order. So we can see the smallest value first. So now we can see the minimum quantity sold for each model in 2015 and 2016. Now instead of the smallest value, what if we have to get the highest value from the quantity sold column? We can use a max function which can return the highest value from the column. So max quantity sold, and I can change the alias name to maximum sold, and also change the alias name over here. And I want to see the highest value on the top, so I'm going to change it to descending order and F5. So this way I can see the maximum quantity sold for each model in 2015 and 2016. Now we can use count function to see how many times each manufacturer exists in the table. So I'm going to remove these columns and use the count function here, and use the alias name number of times, and I would like to see order by in manufacturer column. So this way we can see how many times each manufacturer exists in the car sales table. That is all from today. If you like my video, please leave a comment and subscribe my channel.